Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Banking made simple and convenient. At Builtwell Bank, we're here for you. Whether you're making a milestone purchase or saving for retirement, our dedicated financial team will walk with you every step of the way because we care. From personal banking accounts to making sure your business and commercial needs are met, we'll make sure you have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and goals. Serving Lawrenceburg and Summertown. Come see us today. Member FDIC.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Michael Marks, Bryant, Gobble, and
if it saves the games I had up there, I did have the 2 games that the first meetings of previous games that we just had.
We'll just throw some up there. We were prepared, but we got to talking. These guys were learning some things about. I'm about to burp. Sorry. Learning some things about how to score baseball.
Yeah.
They, like Mike just learned, that you cannot. If you ground into a double play, you cannot get credit
for an RBI.
However, if you fly into a double play, you can get credit for the RBI.
Okay.
That means
makes
someone's
sense.
being
Yeah,
a
but say-
moron on the base paths.
I was about to say that's not your fault.
If you ground into a double
Yeah.
play,
Yeah.
and also if it's one of those like you ground into, like say you're the runner on third, but then like the runner on second trying to go on third gets in a rundown, they tag him out, and then the runner on first trying to go to second gets in trouble, and they that run still counts like a traditional 6-4-3, 5-6-3, 5-4-3, whatever double play, uninterrupted. There's no RBI on that.
Yeah, I would say I never heard that, but honestly, makes sense. If you're responsible for 2 outs and you only get 1 run back, it shouldn't help you.
Exactly.
I admire the people who have to officially keep scorebook because that's a lot. I'm trying to learn. Like I've kept book before, but I'm sure it was done poorly. So all the special circumstances are just confusing.
And he's learning what doesn't count as an at bat, which is walk, hit by pitch,
Right.
Sacrifice fly that results in a run, sacrifice bunt, and I just thought of another catcher's interference. Is not an official.
That does not count as an AB. Yeah.
He was writing that down.
Does hitter's interference count? If it was like a batter's interference, would that count? Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure.
No, batter's interference always results in an out anyways, but catcher's interference is a no at bat.
No at bat, yeah.
So
It's baseball season.
yeah, it's baseball.
Yeah,
season.
opening day.
It's opening day for high
school.
school. Bryant's going to Lewis County. You're a basketball tonight.
Yes, yes.
East Hickman. I just drove past there to go to Montgomery Central. Shout out to the Wildcat boys.
Incredible.
That was
Yeah. What a great down one. But I had a feeling right after the first possession, their first defensive possession, when they looked really good, got a good stop, and got the rebound. And they dominated on the glass, plus 12 on 38-26 against a team that had a size advantage on them. And once they started executing, getting into the paint and hit some shots and spreading everybody out and driving and using their speed and athleticism, that started the third quarter. I went, game over, boys.
Yeah,
that team ain't going to figure this out.
And it almost felt sort of like watching a Lawrence County Wildcats football game.
Yeah.
The wearing you down with the run game. It's just, and then there at the
thing there goes Logan Clayton and Demetrius Silver.
Exactly.
James
You have
Smith.
a big play like that. Like it was neck and neck really the whole first half. But Lawrence County, you could tell they had just worn down Montgomery Central the whole first half and really took control late in that second half and a nice win.
It was a low scoring, like 15-16 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, 16-15.
Both teams kind of filling each other out. Some missed opportunities. I'm sure that both teams would look back on and be like, yeah, we should have scored more points. But I don't think either team was panicking, I don't think, at the end of the first half. It was just a slower paced kind of – and then the second half it picked up. And that was credit to Lawrence County just starting to execute. Like, I think that's what they did. They didn't really turn the ball over that much. They hit their shots. They were playing at a fast pace, and they played well defensively the whole game, I think. Down at the end, you're trying to put the game away, and you had a few turnovers, a few wild passes. But
I attribute those more to a desperate team at the end of the season, potentially at the end of their season trying to make a play.
Yeah.
Well, I would agree with you, but some of the passes I'm just thinking of, like, were just errant, cross court, just bad. So that's just
once they settled back.
They settled back in, it was fine. They put them away. They wound up winning about 20. So the guys played really well. It wasn't perfect by any means, but there's still things that they can clean up, and they're going to have to clean up. They can't make those mistakes if they're wanting to beat Tullahoma tomorrow night. But they can celebrate like a great team win that really nobody expected them to do. Nobody, after the season they had going into district tournament, nobody would have expected them to make it as far as they did. But it's worked out kind of how everyone who believed in the team thought it would. Like, if you were saying, okay, who are the best 3 teams in the district, you'd say Tullahoma, Giles County, and then you'd be like, Lawrence County, because we're better than Franklin County, we're better than Marshall County. We didn't show it exactly at times, but we were.
We showed it at the right time.
We showed it at the right time during district tournament. And then, we started kind of talking about, okay, what does our region look like? Well, we think our region is stronger than the other one. And that pretty much came to fruition, right?
Of
3 of the 4.
Of the boys and girls,
of the boys.
only one team
7
from
of
the
8.
other
Right.
district, and that was Creekwood, and they were neck and neck with Marshall County till the end. Creekwood's kind of a tough gym.
Yeah.
It's so big. this way.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
big, as far as the court goes, but this way.
And you could tell Marshall County struggled to put some points up, and when you get a gym with that much depth, it changes your shooting touch a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm just proud of the guys that the way they've fought through and the way they have risen to the occasion. They didn't give up. Really proud of the girls, extremely proud of the girls. They've handled business. They've fought through some things, and they are competing. It was expected that they should compete for a district championship, and now they're competing for the region, right? Number one seed.
And
so
playing a team that's beaten them twice. Well, they've already exercised that demon with Franklin County.
Yeah.
Got a chance to exercise that demon tonight with Tullahoma, and
At their home gym.
At their home gym, actually, where they played them better than what they played them over here.
Yeah.
So they got a chance to exercise
They can
that
do it.
demon and.
Well, hey, you're coming off a 67-point win. I mean that's got to.
That was not pretty.
Yeah, that's got to build.
How many times did I tell you right from the get-go, Brian? I went, this ain't going to be good.
No. Well, I would say I remember I was looking, getting some stats ready for that game just to kind of talk about it late last week, and that team scored in the teens more than they did in the 30s, and that was going to be a tough matchup no matter how you looked at it.
Cal Naughton, coach.
Cal Naughton Jr. It was our coach on the sideline, ready for the race this weekend in Texas. That's what he was more worried about. That's what it looked like. It looked like Talladega Nights over on the sideline. He was incredible. Not an incredible coach, but just the aura, he was putting off on the sideline.
And Ricky Bobby was not the boys' coach.
No, that would have been great. But
Chip, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
that's what you're drinking right now.
That's all
That's right.
we had in the fridge.
No lie, that was probably one of the worst beatdowns I've ever seen.
I mean,
they had.
Do you know
they
how
had
close that would be
5 points.
to a school record? I mean, 70 points is.
I mean, they beat. I
you
can't remember how bad they beat Battle Creek.
Oh yeah,
last year.
I don't know.
Game.
I don't know.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, Montgomery Central not Montgomery Central. Yeah. It was Montgomery Central.
it was Montgomery
Right.
Central.
The boys and the girls played that. Montgomery Central girls had 5 points with 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the exact time, but they hit a couple of they hit a 3 and they hit a 2, kind of some lucky shots right there at the end. But they had 5 points in the first half until the final moments.
Their boys on the other side, they hit I think they hit 9 threes in the game, which was the bulk of their offense.
I bet that's 27.
One of them was a half quarter at the end of the third quarter.
Oh,
going
yeah.
into
Yes,
the
it
fourth.
was.
And then they hit another late in the they hit a couple in the fourth quarter from the volleyball.
Yeah.
So that's 9
Yeah, they started
points,
pulling. Yeah.
9 points of just miracle shots, which kind of, and then Lawrence County missed 3 easy layups in that game. So that's 15 points. That could have been way worse than what it was. And then the Summertown Loretto team's guys just go out and take care of business. Almost chalk, not really. I mean, those teams gave them, but you pretty much knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, Loretto on the girls' side had some girls battling some illnesses, so it wasn't necessarily
It's that time of year.
I would say so. It wasn't necessarily the cleanest game against Lewis County. Carol for Lewis County hit 5 threes. I mean, she was crazy from outside.
She's the only thing they had.
But Lewis, I think Loretto did what they wanted to do. They limited turnovers. They rebounded the basketball, and they weren't hitting from 3 outside necessarily as much as they would like to, but dominated points in the paint, and that was really all they needed to do. On the boys' side for Loretto, I mean, they've scored 70 in 2 of their last 5 games. Offense is looking good. You put up a lot of points on a very streaky Decatur County Riverside team, so I think that those were good first-round matchups to set up what we got going on tonight and tomorrow at East Hickman for the semifinals.
Sorry. Mountain Dew's making me burp. So East Hickman, Tullahoma, and we got high school baseball. You'll be at Lewis County. Camden, who's just joined our team, will be. Are they at Battleground or is it?
It's at
Battleground Academy. Lawrence County softball. Is there anyone else?
Let's see. We got Summertown baseball at Columbia Academy.
Okay.
But that's it.
That's it.
I would say Loretto baseball, softball off, Summertown softball off.
You say that's it. We got 3 or 4 different basketball teams going.
Yeah.
We got
as far
baseball
as
and
that
softball.
goes,
I would say only 2 baseball/softball games going on, but that's because everybody
so
else
much going on.
Everybody else is still playing.
Yeah.
Well, guys, on the basketball side of things, it's tournament time this week. Starting today, we've got the Horizon League, the Sun Belt. Well, Sun Belt starts tomorrow. ASUN starts a day after that. The Patriot League starts tomorrow, but Horizon League starts today. Those are the conference tournaments. starting here in the next couple days, and later we got the Missouri Valley, the WCC, the West Coast, Mountain West, and the WAC. They all start Thursday, and the MAC and the AAC starts Wednesday from Atlantic City. So then everybody else will pick up next Tuesday after that, all the big ones. So
I would say I think we actually technically have we got Horizon League playing games starting today. So
yeah,
I would say
on the on campus sites to start off for the first 2 rounds, and then it moves to Indianapolis after
I would say
that.
so. It's like you said, it's tournament time. It's March.
Yeah. I'm sad the MAC left Buffalo. They used to play in Buffalo every year because it's like they're playing in this NHL arena with all these small colleges, and like the gym and like the court is so busy, like of just all these like ads and stuff on it. It makes me think like I'm watching EuroLeague stuff. But hey, son, we got to talk a little North Alabama women, guys. 4 overtimes this past Friday. Our own Katie Criswell, 60 minutes in the game, scored 10 points, so her minutes are a school record, ASUN record, and the 5th most in women's college basketball history.
I mean, just absolutely insane. I would say I saw something. I believe her minutes was 7th. I think in women's basketball, and all time. I mean, that's just insane. But you just look at some of these minutes, even for some of the West Georgia, 55, 57 minutes. I mean, they played a game and a half.
Yeah, they do.
And just outstanding the ball game, and huge win for the Lions.
That's what Katie does. She's going to get in, give you good minutes, and be just a solid piece. She's not going to be outscoring the whole team by any means. I think she got her average the other night in 4 overtimes with maybe 10 points.
She does. I mean, she's always guarding the other team's best shooter.
Yeah,
she's busy all night.
She is. She and you see how valuable she is by saying, "Hey, we're in a 4 overtime game. Katie, get your butt back out there. You can't sit on the bench, right?" That's so impressive. That is one of. I talked to multiple UNA athletic staffers, and they're talking like that is one of the most, if not the most, dramatic, like exciting game that they've ever watched on home courts.
I mean, we had the UNA's women's basketball team on SportsCenter.
Yeah,
that is
made
awesome.
SportsCenter clip. Yeah. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, it truly was. The men, so their tournament starts. The men have Florida Gulf Coast. Oh, who's the women play? I can't think of off the top of my head.
I can't either.
But we'll go. Let's head to the Tennessee teams, guys. Not a good weekend for the Vols.
Queens.
And Queens. Okay, so not a good weekend for the Vols, the men or the women. Vols blowing another lead, double-digit point leads too.
Did it on Monday? Did it against Missouri and Alabama?
And the women women against LSU and Vanderbilt, and we watched actually a lot of the second half from the Lost Pizza Company in Madison, trying to. The 1-year-old was great. It's the 3-year-old whose head we were about to take off, because I don't know what it is about him and pizza places. He wants pizza, then he gets in there and just loses his mind over, like, all because we wouldn't let him sit at the high tops, because obviously they don't make high chairs to go to high top tables
for obvious reasons. He was just not having it, and so he was an absolute menace. But we were watching, they were shot for shot, and the next thing you know, they can't hit a shot. The other team hits everything, and you're down 12 in an instant. But not a good weekend for the Vols. Yeah, I would say on the men's side, it's kind of the same thing that happened. Both men's and women's teams, they let the other team's best scorer take over the game. On Monday or on Tuesday night against Missouri, T.O. Barrett took over for Missouri, and the same thing on Saturday with LeBaron Philon. He had a great game. Then you go to the Lady Vols. I think Williams for LSU had a big game, and then Michaela Blakes. I mean, averaging 30 this year is unheard of. I mean, I believe it was the first women's player to do that in like 30 years or something like that, something crazy. But listen, Vanderbilt's women's team, I actually watched that again, a good bit of that game yesterday. They looked the part. I was a little curious going in, because it was Tennessee without the number by their name and Vanderbilt with a 5. So. But you look in, I mean, Vanderbilt is so well coached, and I think that the Michaela Blakes is top 5 women's players, if not in the country. If not in the country, definitely in the SEC.
I've become extremely apathetic towards Lady Vols basketball this season. I went down and watched the game in Tuscaloosa, and they won that game, and I was excited. But really, since that point, it's just been downhill. They've blown leads. They've looked like they just don't want to be on the floor. You've had the comments from Coach Caldwell saying this team has a lot of quit in them, and it's just been a big negative show that I'm just like, okay, I'll keep up with scores. Let me know how it goes. Just start winning some games, great. But I'm kind of done. I'm like, okay, Coach, this season hasn't gone the way you wanted to. I'm ready to look at what she does next season. That might sound terrible of me, but that's just how I feel. Maybe that's just because I'm not into women's basketball as much as I should be.
The Volleyball's 3-9 since we took that trip to Tuscaloosa.
They did get the six seed in the tournament, so they will play the Missouri-Alabama winner on Thursday.
Thursday, yep.
So all that's in Greenville. Bond Secures Arena, great place.
Yeah. Feels like they host that every year. It feels like.
Well, I like that. There's kind of some like. For me, I hate when I know it's a complete opposite for the high school basketball tournaments. It's just
moves it around.
Drives just drive me crazy, especially day after day. Which this time of year I don't mind because that means our teams are still playing and they're doing good things. But have on the college side, like there's something about here we go. We gotta get ready for Greenville and for the men. Okay, we're going to Nashville. Let's get ready for Nashville. So they've got the winner of Missouri and Alabama. I just looked up. All the tournaments kicking off, I think all the women's tournaments except for a couple conferences because they share the same arenas and will play at the same time. So the Ohio Valley, Big South, Missouri Valley, great place. I love the what do they call it? The Madness, March Madness, Madness at Midway Madness. That's what it is. I've gone there a couple times. Missouri Valley is always an underrated, very good conference. ASUN Summit, Sunbelt. The SoCon, great conference over there in Asheville. The Horizon, Northeast CAA, the Coastal Athletic Association, West Coast, the MAC, Southland, Patriot, Big Sky, American East, all start this week.
Wow.
Yeah, and then by this time next week, we're going to start having conference championship games.
Hey, and listen, I think an underrated team to look at. UT Martin and the OVC. Their coach went and got a ton of players from a ton of European players to transfer in. They've been a fun team to watch this year. I'm not saying that they're going to be anybody's Cinderella, but if I got anybody winning a conference tournament, I'm really confident in UT Martin.
Have you guys seen the Sunbelt Conference?
I want one of their last place teams to just make it all the way through, just to see it happen. It's like, what is that, 7 games in 7 days or something like that? I mean, it is. Yeah, quite literally the most.
My teams are benefiting. Marshall's teams are because the men got the 2 seed, so all they got to do is win one game, get into the championship, which either means you go to the NCAA or you go to the NIT. Works out pretty good for them. But yeah, that's what if.
How do you decide that? What goes into the decision making on that?
I think it's just more of a how can we. How can we
stand out? Maybe
exactly. That's the word I was.
But because there's no beneficial for anybody because some conferences you see a team make a run the UConn team with Kimball Walker. They made it all the way from the first round, but their tournament didn't look like that. They only had to win 4 games, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Yeah, it's 7. That's
like a quarter of your season in a week.
That's incredible.
I know. I'm looking at
Let's go App State. Well, I mean, there's what is it? The 4 teams back there that have a chance to make that run.
I mean, this is unreal.
App State, South Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia State.
Marshall's women got to win 4 to get into the NCAA tournament, but their men only got to win 2 to get into the NCAA tournament. And maybe because they're using the same building in that way to kind of cut down on games. Or maybe it's okay, from March 3rd to March 9th, we're going to have 4 games a day. Show up, what time they're going to play.
Yep.
Come pack it out, come see one of the most. This
chaos.
This almost looks like something you see in WWE.
Yeah, like one of those crazy tournaments or something.
This is how we're going to do our Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank. Everyone just going down the line.
Yeah, oh, man, that is insane. And I feel like there was another one that maybe the West Coast Conference or the WAC used to do one like that a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, speaking of the West Coast, they're going to be, I think, no more after this.
Oh, no.
Because Gonzaga,
They're all
is going
joining the
to
Pac.
the Mountain West or the Pac-12.
I would say whatever they're going to name that conference now.
So it's because I remember St. Mary's was making it a big deal that they beat Gonzaga at home, like the final
And that was-
regular
yeah.
season conference game at home against Gonzaga, and that place was just going bananas. So.
And honestly, for that, if that's the last whack, St. Mary's versus Gonzaga, that was a great one to end it on.
And their tournament's great too, because
Yes.
they play at that same venue in
In
Vegas,
Vegas.
the Orleans Casino, I think it is. Shoot, everyone's trying to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey,
Well, the Pac-12 was in Vegas before they broke up, and WWE's going back there a million gosh dang times at this point. Not that I'm ever going to go to a WrestleMania.
yeah, but say at that price, I'm just gonna. I'll
Oh,
pay for. I'll take my $30 ESPN.
Right, it's like $260 to sit in the upper deck
Dang.
of a football stadium.
Wow.
Let's say the ringside seats are like $50,000 or something crazy like that. I mean, who's
That's
dropping
incredible.
a payment on
Hey,
a?
you get a free chair though.
Yeah, you do get a
You
chair.
have to take home the chair.
Yeah.
Which, you know, every time I pick up one of those chairs, I'm like, man, it's for real. Guys hit each other with this.
Yeah.
This thing,
Yeah.
this
There's no way that doesn't hurt.
you hit him with the
Yeah.
padding, but like you
Yeah.
get a steroided, bulked up dude that's hitting you in the back. I mean, no wonder these guys have CT and brain damage because, you know, Hulk Hogan was not good at chair shots, taking them or throwing.
Oh, yeah.
them. He actually cared about the other people. The Rock to Mankind, 11 unprotected chair shots
That's yeah.
in front of his kids. Okay, never mind. We're going off on a wrestling tangent that's not needed. Okay, we're coming up next, guys. Take a look at the world of the NFL, college baseball, and football.
He had a hot start this first segment. I mean, just rolling.
Just rolling. All right, we'll just go into everything that we haven't talked about. Coming up next on Exports Today.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. BRCU, not for profit, for service.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Brian Gobble and Michael Marks talking all things in the world of sports. Let's get before we get into NFL, and because there's some news going in there, college football, college baseball. How about in NASCAR? Ty Reddick wins the first 3 races of the year, become the first person ever in NASCAR Cup history to do so.
Yeah, to win the first 3 races.
Yeah.
There have been people who have won back to back, but to start off the season, win the first 3, that is literally definition of the word unprecedented.
Yeah.
Never seen before. That it's been incredible. I think yesterday was just kind of domination from his team. It was a road course. I'm not too big on road courses, but for some reason they throw one in the first of the year. Whatever, he dominated that one. There was no fluke. There was no chance. It was skill. It was drive. It was the car that the team built. Daytona 500 in Atlanta, the way those races go, the way they kind of pack race and the way the wrecks happen, he kind of I don't want to say he lucked into those because he put himself in position to win, but the cards also fell in his favor, right? So he did a great job maneuvering himself in the 500 to get to the front, and then in Atlanta, different cautions just worked out his favor. So it's been incredible. It's been incredible to watch Michael Jordan on the racetrack. I mean, it's been hilarious to see.
That's been my favorite part about it is the fact that this is Michael Jordan's dude.
Yeah.
I saw a picture he posted on, I believe it was on X yesterday, and he recreated the Jordan 3-peat holding the trophy picture. Yeah. I mean, it's history. It's crazy to see somebody start the season like this.
It is, and Michael Jordan's been the same as well. Like in the interviews, they're asking him he's like, well, I'm a competitor, and he's like, I play to win, so I'm glad we're winning. He's the same. I'm like, man, I love that. That's so good. It's none of the, we just want to give a thanks to our sponsor and the 45, Toyota ran real good today. He's like, no, we won. We win. That's what we want to do. We're here to win.
And it's kind of a different competitive edge that I feel like NASCAR hasn't had in a while. There's been some good rivalries and stuff like that, but you haven't had somebody that's just coming in and all right, we're all about winning, and I like to see that change.
Yeah. No, the 500 was good. I don't know if I ever shared my thoughts about that, but it was good.
Go ahead.
I just thought it was great. The last lap's kind of the main talking point because they had an early caution on the last lap, but they didn't throw the caution. They had the wreck, and I was like, they're about to throw the caution, and that's going to be it. Nobody wants to see the biggest race of the year end under yellow, though. So they let it go all the way back around. And then they had another wreck, too. It was just incredible. With lead changes, I think Chase Elliott was in the lead on the back stretch, and that's kind of NASCAR's golden boy right now is Chase. So everybody would have wanted to see Chase win, but he got hawked down. I'm talking Reddick came with
out of nowhere
at just fury on the around the right side to take the lead. Yeah. Chase finished he came across finish line backwards because they were wrecking across finish line. So it's been, I really like what they've done with Atlanta to make that race
more competitive.
More competitive, yeah. And the pack racing, some people don't like that. I agree that those cars can be too tight. Sometimes it is an unfair advantage or an unfair disadvantage to some of those drivers that get caught in the middle, but I really enjoyed the first 2 races of the season. Now Daytona followed up by Atlanta, but then they got a stupid road course, and I'm just like, whatever. I watched it yesterday because there was nothing else I cared about on.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, girl, who cares about road courses? Gosh. People barely care about NASCAR anyways. Like, you're not helping yourself.
Yeah.
I guess they're just trying to be F1. Like, who's the F1 European guy that does all the announcing? What's his name? Do we know his name?
He's good, though.
He's good at what he does,
Yeah.
and so like NASCAR's trying to bring in those guys, but they have him announce some races like in the middle of the season, and I'm like, you're trying to be too much like F1. You're never going to be F1,
and that's the thing.
Don't try to appeal to that audience. Don't try.
It's
You're going to lose me if you do.
Yeah, because it's like a bigger difference than like I would say like college football is to the NFL, or like the Major League Soccer would be to like any of the European leagues. Like it's just a completely different game.
Yeah, don't try. Yeah, but I'm excited. NASCAR season is upon us, and it's been fun watching Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, just him just being so authentic and real about it.
Yeah,
like, he's always for the most part been decent. With the media and interviews and whatnot. Like it's just getting him to do those, but like to be him, like he's actually like seeking out people.
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
is.
dude, I'll talk all day.
Well, that's the thing. I think he's so proud of
Grandpa like country.
I think that it's the reason that he's got a winning guy right now. He's got a winning driver, because the only other thing that Michael Jordan has huge ownership in is the Hornets, and that's just been a dumpster fire the entirety of their history. So I think he's happy to have something winning that he can be proud of and show off, so to speak.
I want to say more that, like I was saying earlier, his just regular speak came out of him yesterday. I think he called the race like a game or something. I'm trying to remember correctly. He was talking about the way the game was handled or the game plan. He's like, I mean the race. And he just corrected himself. Like he's still in that. Like in his mind, he's not. He's still locked in. Physically, he can't do it anymore. But in his mind, that mentality is still locked in. Whether it's on the hardwood, whether it's at the gambling table, whether it's on the golf course, and now it's on the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, he is the GOAT. I mean, he's proving it right here.
It's so
he's
funny.
got NASCAR now.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, it is amazing. Guys, some more news in football. The Lions have traded David Montgomery to the Texans, and for offensive lineman Juice Scruggs and 2 draft pick, sources told Adam Schefter on Monday. The Lions will receive a 4th-round pick this year, a 7th-round pick next year. Montgomery had 2,500 rushing yards, 33 touchdowns in 3 seasons with the Lions. He signed with the Lions in 2023 after 4 years with the Bears, who selected him in the 3rd round in 2019. Houston entered the offseason looking to bolster its running game after a lackluster 2025 led by Woody Marks and Nick Chubb. They ranked 22nd in rushing yards per game, 108. Marks led with 703.
Yeah, they need a bolstered run game, and I think the Lions were in a spot where, they love having Montgomery and Gibbs, because it kind of gives you that thunder and lightning 1-2 punch, but Montgomery was a rather expensive back, and the way that Gibbs has been playing, and he obviously took over as the number 1 this year. He's going to require a lot of funds that you can't pay for 2 running backs, and obviously it fills a need for Texas or for Houston, and for the Lions. It's hard to get anything back out of a trade, but maybe an extra offensive lineman could help bolster up something.
I'm curious why. I understand why the Texans want him. I'm a little curious if there's any other motives aside from money as to why the Lions are getting rid of him. Are they just wanting? They're wanting Gibbs to be the focal point. Like I imagine that's got to be one of the reasons. They don't want Montgomery to come in begging for touches, right?
Yep.
Right.
It is a little bit of, I guess, a cap hit. Like the Lions can sign a cheap running back, or they can draft a late round running back and be just fine. I think. The Texans are going to benefit from it. I hate it for my dynasty purposes because your boy has Woody Marks sitting on my dynasty bench. I always thought Woody wouldn't be a running back 1, but I was kind of hoping they would let him try to be. I was just still holding out hope. But the Texans needed it because Joe Mixon was hurt all last season. He's getting old. Nick Chubb is old and had 2 major – he's gone.
Yeah.
So they had Woody Marks sitting there. And so, they needed to sign. So it makes sense for the Texans. Makes sense for the Lions. I think it's just interesting looking at the Lions. Like, okay, you had an incredible season 2 seasons ago. Right. And if you were going to win – a Super Bowl, like it was looking like that was going to be your year. Yep. You lose both offensive and defensive coordinator. Last year they didn't make the playoffs.
No.
Missed the playoffs. Right. And so now they're they're not completely hitting the reset button, but they're also not running it back. I guess if that makes sense. Like they're making some adjustments. They realize, okay, we've got to keep. We can't keep things stagnant. We got to keep things changing and roll in some new pieces and kick out some old pieces.
Yeah, and I think that's big because we see a lot of teams and we could talk about college, professional, that let some guys linger a little bit too long, let some teams linger a bit too long and try to keep something built together too quick. Yeah. I really like what the Lions have done year in and year out. They're plugging in new pieces, getting rid of pieces that maybe aren't helping them. They're keeping things fresh, but also with the same core, so to speak.
Some other guys, the quarterbacks and big-time players are kind of starting to be the story of free agency. Even some guys who aren't free agents as expected. Geno Smith's going to get cut. Tua is probably going to join that. Kirk Cousins, I think that's already been named. And then Kyler Murray is in that list. And things are starting to get hairy. And then when you actually look at free agents, you got Daniel Jones, who before the injury
was playing awesome.
Was really great. Malik Willis, who showed to be pretty decent in Green Bay. That could be an option. Marcus Mariota, Tyrod Taylor. I can't believe he's only 36 years old, guys.
Wow.
He's played for almost every team in the league.
Yeah, I was about to say, it feels like he's been around at least the last 20 years.
Russell Wilson is still out there. Zach Wilson, Mitch Trubisky. I can't believe – that's right, he was a backup. I mean, you're looking at Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. Who ends up where? I think this might be the most unpredictable quarterback market. But then you got to think about the draft picks because
it's not
Mendoza's probably going to be first overall.
But I don't think it's a very good quarterback class.
No,
this is a year where a lot of GMs are banking a lot on a pick because I would say you look at these guys that how many of them should be an NFL starting quarterback next year. Daniel Jones should be.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson. Yeah, Russell Wilson maybe. But not really. No. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers.
Because you look at some of the best names. You look at some of the best names up here. It's Aaron Rodgers, old. Joe Flacco, old. I mean, there's not a whole lot of youth up here. Tyrod Taylor's old. I mean, maybe Zach. You could try to salvage Zach Wilson. I mean, look at what happened with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I mean, he got stuck in the
right. You just got to get to the right organization.
Yes.
But who knows? You got 32 of them. It's hard to predict which one's the right organization this guy's going to shine in.
I think you have some younger guys though that can find a team and stick.
Yeah.
Like you still got. Well, we've already said Daniel Jones. Yeah. He'll probably re-sign with the Colts, right?
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to.
I think that because Richardson, that's right. He's requesting.
Right. So I think Richardson's gone. Daniel Jones will probably re-sign with the Colts. They'll probably try to want to run that back and gain some of the momentum that they started last year.
He's 28 years old. He's in his prime.
Yeah. Daniel Jones is fine. Kyler Murray, I think somebody could work with him and make him into a fine quarterback.
Yeah.
I think
and that might even be Arizona. I think the reason people are putting out there is because new coach, new GM.
Yeah.
First thing they want to do is get a new quarterback in there.
That, or they might just go, you know what? This is going to be our guy. Because when you look at your options, draft and free agency,
he's better.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah.
You could bring in an old Kirk Cousins, or you can bring in Russell Wilson, try to steady the ship for a year or two, and maybe make it to next year's draft.
He could also end up in, say, Minnesota, which is a great situation.
Yeah.
And JJ's he hasn't really proven.
He has become a meme. Like everybody makes the non-meme of JJ McCarthy. So I think Kyler, wherever he lands, I do think the best situation for him is to leave Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I don't foresee him succeeding there. Maybe the new coach comes in and proves me wrong, but him going to Minnesota or going to another quarterback needy team like who's another quarterback needy team? The Jets, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Miami, like one of those teams. I could see it working out more in his favor. Who else was on that list that you were looking at?
We had
Tua. Where's Tua going to land? I think that one's most interesting to me because you've only known him as a Dolphin, and the past few years have been that friendly quarterback system where he can get a lot of yards with the short passes, with the speedy guys. So interesting to see where he lands. I'm a big Kirk Cousins fan, so I want to see him succeed.
He might be great just going back to Minnesota.
I was about to say, look at what happened the last time he was in Minnesota. He had good numbers, and the Vikings were a competent team before they went and decided that J.J. McCarthy was their future, before you knew that he was a solid quarterback.
I don't know why the Falcons, maybe just too big of a cap hit, but the Falcons need a quarterback for the first part of the season. Michael Penix is not going to be healthy. And then Michael Penix might be healthy, but he might still suck because he didn't play good last year. He didn't.
And
he
see,
wasn't
honestly,
great.
You know what guy comes to my mind for a quarterback for like the first 4 weeks of the season? Russell Wilson. That dude has been, it feels like he's always just like putting up numbers like the first 4 weeks and then starts playing division games and falls apart.
Here's according to Pro Football Focus, the top 10 free agents, non-quarterbacks. Trey Hendrickson, George Pickens, Tyler Linderbaum.
He's that's a Titan if I've ever seen one.
Devin Lloyd, Jamal Dean, Kenneth Walker is going to be a free agent. Adofe Owe, Devin Bush, Breece Hall is going to be a free agent, and Alec Pierce, a receiver for the Colts.
Did Breece Hall not get
Mike Evans is a free agent.
Franchise tagged?
He might have.
They were talking about franchise tagging.
Because I think Pickens may have gotten tagged as well.
Maybe.
And Mike Evans and Travis Etienne are also on this list too.
Etienne's going to be an interesting one to see where he lands because he did well under Cohen's offense. They have some younger guys that under him that could kind of compete for some touches. But Etienne's going to be interesting to see if he gets maybe the Kansas City Chiefs have a little interest. That's been rumored.
It looks like right now the only franchise tags that have been placed is George Pickens and Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, interesting. So Breece Hall, again, for fantasy purposes, I want him to leave the Jets. But he's a great running back. The guy's he's only 24 years old. Like he's still young.
He's a great fantasy running back because he's a good receiver.
He's still shown good flashes. It's just, man, the Jets. He's been
not
good.
The only bright spot of the Jets because every other bright spot, Sauce Gardner got rid of him. Garrett Wilson, he's probably going to be gone pretty soon. I mean,
Garrett Wilson should be ready for a new contract soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's probably looking anywhere other than New York.
And a big story also, guys, is are the Eagles going to move A.J. Brown? And if they do, who do they move him to?
And you see with this David Montgomery trade, it's hard to get a lot back on a trade. So, and obviously A.J. Brown, the Titans have learned that's a guy you want to get something back for. I don't know if right now though is a good time to move him because who really wants to put that much money and attention into a wide receiver right now? Because it seems like the NFL is moving back towards a more physical, between the tackles kind of game.
I don't think they're going to get rid of him. He's been a drama, but a drama mama. But who else is? I don't know if anybody else is going to sign up for that. I don't know. I just don't see a good fit for him. Right? I don't see anybody wanting to just welcome him with open arms and wanting to pay the price tag that that the Eagles are going to want to have because he's still. He might not be playing like a top 5 receiver right now, but he's still, when he's on, whenever he's his best, whenever maybe he's in a pass-friendly offense, I think he is a top 5 receiver in the NFL. He might be 5, he might be 4 or 5, but he's still great. So I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with this closely, so it'd be interesting to see where AJ lands.
I mean, the draft is coming up, so there's so many variables, and
because we had the combine over the weekend, so some people performed really well there. Styles from Ohio State.
Arkansas's quarterback into anything but a quarterback.
Yeah, dude, you run a 4.3.
Then did you watch his quarterback performance? I mean, he couldn't hit slant routes. Oh man, he's throwing behind.
Yeah,
there's guys like diving for his balls. They're just.
Because the Patriots tried to move Malik Cunningham, and he actually looked pretty good in his combine. So Taylor Green, you are a wide receiver now, pretty much.
Tight end.
And the funniest thing I saw was that Taylor Green and Arkansas's running back Mike Washington both ran a 4.3 and didn't win a single SEC game.
Yeah.
It's college football.
Yeah.
It's college football just is what it is. Well, guys, no show tomorrow. We've got UT Southern baseball, and all of our boys will be in action tomorrow. All of our girls teams in action, plus Lawrence County, Summertown, and summer baseball, and Lawrence County softball.
Yep.
All start tonight as well. So busy schedule.
So y'all have something to watch tonight.
Yes.
Trust us.
Plenty here. So tune into us on Facebook and YouTube for all the action going down tonight. So for Bryant, Michael, and myself, we will see you guys on Wednesday.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.